Hey, welcome back. Again, my name is Isaac. Thank you for tuning in. In case you're new here, I talk about self-improvement and fitness and my own personal journey. And today I've been putting off this video for a minute. I've been trying to shoot it multiple different ways, but I want to try and get it out before the beginning of the new year because I think it will really help a lot of people with their goals for the coming year in 2026, and how this little book has helped me over the past 6 months now. So this is my habit tracker. This is my current one, and I'll show you guys how I set it up, how I use it, and the different habits you can track. You can always put your own in, but I'll show you how to set it up, how it works, and I think it'll really help you guys as well. So there will be a link in the description to pick up a field book. It's an Amazon affiliate link. You can go check it out, but let's get straight into it. So just for a little bit of context and backstory on how I discovered this and why I started using habit tracking. So I discovered habit tracking through the photographer Peter McKinnon. Really great photographer, but he was talking about habit tracking and journaling and stuff, and I found it really interesting. And at the time, I felt like I was doing pretty good fitness-wise, but I felt like I could be doing more. I could be reading more, doing more things. There was a lot that I felt like I could improve upon. So I used habit tracking as a tool to be able to track my progress as I continued to add things, as I improved in my consistency. And really, when you have something you want to do, but your dopamine system is so wired to this guy, and you're just endless scrolling, you're not going to get anything done. So use this to keep me accountable day by day on what I need to get done, what I need to do. And there's actually a couple things that I want to add to it to be more consistent with YouTube, because with my last channel, I was a bit more consistent. I had it rolling, but now I'm really wanting to niche down and focus on this channel, but it's been horrible. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading. But I'm going to add that to my current one, but I'm going to set up mine for January to show you guys how to do it. So hopefully you can get this before January, get it set up, and go into the new year with determination, because people like to set all of these goals and they might do good for a couple weeks, but then after a while life gets busy, things fall off. But when you can tie your dopamine to productivity and getting things done, it is so rewarding, and it really helps keep the ball rolling. And there's still a ton that I need to get done today in mine, but need to focus on this first, so to get this out to you guys. So we're gonna jump in, show you how to set this up and how to use it. Okay, so first thing you're gonna want to do is get your field book. Now, I highly recommend getting the ones with the grids in them. It just makes it so much easier to set up. And so what you're gonna do, you go a couple pages in. I usually like to give myself like 3 pages in the front, and then this will be our main habit tracker. The rest of it I use for little daily quotes that I might think of, or ideas, shopping lists, random stuff like that, or tracking daily things like calories, water, things like that. So this is currently my current one right here, and you can see there's some days I've missed. This month's been a little crazy, but I've stuck with some of the very important ones. And then my fitness, you can see, is kind of crisscrossed because I do cardio certain days and weights others. So that's why there's kind of the checkerboard pattern going on there. But we're gonna go ahead and set this one up, give you guys some examples. So other thing you're gonna wanna get is a pen, and then also a ruler or a straight solid object. I'm gonna go find one right now. Just to improvise, I didn't feel like going and finding a ruler, so we are gonna use the DJI battery case. So I usually like to leave 2, you can do 2 or 3 squares at the top, and then 2 squares along the edge. You'll see why that's important here in a minute, but you're just gonna go ahead and get your grid set up. I'll go ahead and do that real quick so you guys can see. Okay, so I'd say go ahead and get the Sharpie, or not the Sharpie, the ruler. So the lines aren't necessarily perfect on here. Now, once you have your grid made up, what you're gonna do is along the this column here, you're gonna put the dates, and then along the top you'll put your goals. So we'll start with the dates, and then we'll go over and do all the goals. Okay, so now along the top, we're gonna put all of the habits that we wanna track. So usually the first two I do are my weight and my hours I sleep. So we're gonna put sleep, and then LBS, and then I get a small pen, and then I write in how much I weigh each day, and then also how many hours I sleep. And then we're gonna go and we're gonna do, and then I recommend starting with some stuff that you already are semi-consistent with. So if you're consistently going to the gym, you could put gym, or if you're getting your 10,000 steps in every day, put 10,000 steps. And that way it gives you something to check off that you're kind of already doing. And so it helps get you started filling this out. And then I'd say start fairly slow. I started with maybe 5 things on this list that I'd fill in, and then I've just kind of expounded it. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this out for myself. Yours will look different. I'll give you guys some examples, some more examples here in a minute once I've filled this out. So now that you have your habit tracker filled out, what you're gonna do is each day, I'd say get a different color than the one that you used to make this. So I usually use a pen to fill out my sleep and stuff, and then also to make all of this. But then I've been pretty consistent, and I use an orange Sharpie to color in when I've completed a task. So this is what it'll look like at the start of the month. This is what it'll look partway through the month. You'll have days where you miss things, but the key is to keep going and filling it in. So I usually use one of these every month, and then even if I have a couple pages left over at the end, because like I said, you can use the rest of these pages to do your shopping lists, to-do lists, other habits you track. So maybe you're tracking your water intake, like I was for a while. I was trying to drink 4 liters of water a day, and so I track how many liters or how many calories I've consumed in a given day. I write this all here, and so I'd say carry this, and carry your pen and your Sharpie with you wherever you go. It's also really nice to just have something physical at the end of each month that you can look back on and be like, okay, I did this, I did that, and it gives you a sense of accomplishment when you look back at one of these. So this will be my January one. Also, you can put your name and contact information in case you were ever to lose it, because my goal is to have a shoebox full of these within a couple years, be able to look back and see how much I've changed, see the save some of the photos and stuff, but also look through these, because I think this is really cool having a form of physical media. But yeah, other habits. Here's some other habits you might want to track. Like I said, water. Your workout routines is a good one. Your calorie consumption. Reading. Try to read 10 pages a day. That's one that I'm going to really start focusing on, because it's one I've been slacking on. And if you're not really physically active quite yet, but you're wanting to get started, you don't know what to do, just get your 10,000 steps in, get moving, get into the gym. And even if you don't have the most optimal workout routine, it's just get started, get in there, get comfortable with it. Once you start it, the ball gets rolling and you get more comfortable with it, and then you can work on optimizing, because it's better to go ahead and get started and not know what you're doing than just procrastinate and never start. So there's some habits you can track. Put it in your habit tracker. I really hope this video helps some of you guys. Drop in the comment what habits you're going to be tracking in 2026, and I'll keep sharing these updates. I want to keep making more of these videos, so if you appreciate it, like and subscribe. It means a lot. But I will see you guys in the next video.